Hey, welcome to Lakeside Tarot. My name is Tara. Thank you for joining me for today's reading. This reading is going to be for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you. Please use your own discernment to decide what is and what is not for you. Today is Wednesday, August 27th. All right, let's hop right in, see what's going on. We're in Virgo season now. All right, attention to detail, health. Okay, we've got rekindle in the reverse. This is the first card coming out. Interesting. All right, we've got life partner. Your romance is stable and ready to go the distance. On the bottom of this rekindle card, it says an old flame returns. That's coming out in the reverse. Okay, so there could be somebody from your past who was wanting to come back or who was posturing to come back. But it looks like something's come to a halt as far as that's concerned. There may be a completely different connection that you have with another person that's ready to move forward. All right, we got 3 cards coming out. We'll take them. We got best friend, friend zoned, and magnetism. Bottom of the deck, third party. All right, so I'll tell you exactly what's going on here. Here's our best friend, friend zoned, and magnetism. There's 2 people here. All right, most likely this is 2 masculines. Could be another feminine, but I'm not really getting that, okay? I think with this old flame, there was a third party. There was another feminine energy. That's somebody who they chose over you, okay? So yes, that third party does come out sometimes in the readings. But this person, this old flame who chose someone else over you, is considered a third party in a connection that some of you are currently in right now. So you could currently just be friends with someone. Friends, right? This is more than friends. You guys could be pretty close. You may consider this person to be a best friend, someone that you confide in, someone that when you think about going out with friends, this person comes to mind. You may want to reach out to them to tell them something that happens in your day. It's someone that you're really close to, but this is not crossed over the threshold of into a lover's relationship yet. It's going to, or at least that's the path that is projected at the moment. So let's keep going. We've got I like you, someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date, girl with a snake, empath and narcissist, paradigm, being charmed or used, enabled, boundaries. So there's someone here who liked you, who you liked, who you were connecting with. This is coming out to clarify this rekindle in the reverse. But there was someone that they were with. Now, whether this person that you were with is a narcissist or has narcissistic tendencies, or this person's connected to or in a relationship or marriage with somebody who has those types of characteristics, it doesn't necessarily mind or matter. If you are in a relationship with somebody who has narcissistic tendencies, you're technically in union with that person. So your energy could mix. It may come out in readings one way or the other, depending on who's who. We got wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. And then we've got Grim Reaper at the bottom of the deck. So something's over. You know, there's a relationship that's over and there's a union that's coming together. Let's keep moving. Heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. This is who you're dealing with now. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events in your head. You could have dealt with a situation in the past that you had blocks from. Intimacy blocks, like almost like with this magnetism, it's like there's this yearning for this person, but there's also a focus on things that have happened in the past, maybe fears, maybe a heart chakra blockage, something like that, based on an old relationship. We got third party, stability, secure, palm tree here. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility, and mirroring each other. Self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, and introspection. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. You and another person had to work through insecurities. Things that happened to you in past relationships that caused almost a delay in this union coming together. But if we remember, all things happen in divine timing, and you cannot rush healing. Healing happens naturally. You can tell yourself all day, I'm healed from this, I'm healed from that, or I feel this way, or I feel that way. You can say the words out loud. You can try to convince yourself that that's what's going on, but you're not truly healed until, you know, the patterns that where once maybe you were triggered by a situation, you would have reacted a certain way. If you notice that you're no longer reacting to a trigger in a way that you used to in the past, that means that you either are healed or are healing that part that was holding you back. Okay. So, for instance, this could be something as simple as somebody says something from a past relationship and you shut down. Okay, there's a lot of different ways that you can act when it comes to trauma from the past. You could freeze, you could run, you can fight, you know, there's several different things. But if you are able to look back and go, well, that trigger, that same trigger that used to make me freeze, or that same trigger that used to make me run, or that same trigger that used to make me fight, is no longer causing those reactions. That's where true healing has happened. That's when you can truly tell yourself, okay, I'm healing from this. I'm getting better. I'm not feeling the way that I was before. I can see this from a different perspective. I can see it from more of an outside perspective as opposed to being a victim of it. Realization, awareness, finding out, coming to light. Meeting, 2 or more people, discussions, planning. Pop-up, spontaneous, unexpected surprise visit. Bottom of the deck, nightlife, gamble, take a risk, Vegas. There's some drinking going on here. I don't know if there's conversations that are going on over drinks, or if someone might want to invite you out for a drink to have a conversation with you. Someone may be planning to pop up on you that you're not necessarily expecting. Change and main male. This is coming out to clarify realization, awareness, finding out, coming to light. There's a masculine here who is aware that you have changed, your life is changing, something's over, okay? Despair, wealthy man, expectation, toil and labor at the bottom of the deck, something to do with work. Somebody like is anticipating maybe losing their job, or people coming up against them at work. This could have something to do with the karmic feminine that this past person chose over you. Okay? They could be talking with this karmic feminine. So, this karmic couple that comes up a lot in the readings, they have done something that they're worried may lead to this main male losing their job. Child, new beginning in the reverse here. Sudden wealth, message of concern. So this is this past person that was trying to come in. They were looking for some sort of new beginning with you. I don't believe that their intentions were romantic. Their intentions had something to do with work. Okay? They wanted to try to keep a position at work or their reputation. This has something to do with that. This person's very much image driven, and they're also concerned about being questioned or possibly ending up having some sort of court case based on what it is that them and this karmic feminine did together. They're concerned about you coming into union with this emperor. They took something from you, your job, or tried to stop your job. Okay, so they may be worried about the truth of that coming out. Maybe because it didn't work out. Now that you and this emperor could be coming into union, they're concerned that they're, yeah, deadline, time running out. Retaliation. They tried to retaliate against you when it comes to your job. All right. They tried to boot you out of a situation. Crickets, interview, talk, conversation, get on the same page. They may want to talk to you, or they're concerned about when and if you and this emperor are going to talk to each other. Fucked up over you. Okay, you got someone in their head, off and on, hot, cold, detached, ghosted. Illumination, truth, discovery, awakening. Bottom of the deck, reckless love, sex. Let's see. Nostalgia. Someone's thinking about something that happened in the past. They're feeling in their head about it. Moving on. Someone can't stop thinking about you, and they're concerned about you moving on. So this would probably be this masculine from the past. It's definitely something to do with drinks, wine, empathy, temptation, choice, feelings, harmony, surrendering. I don't know. Maybe someone's regretting a choice they made in the past. Tell me a little more about this. Six of Swords, the Hermit, Seven of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. Someone may have chosen a Queen of Wands. Someone may see you as a Queen of Wands. Maybe this person wanted to apologize to you, but the person that they're with, they may have, here's these cards. You've got choice, temptation, and empathy. Someone understands why you moved on. Okay? They get it. And they may have wanted to apologize to you. Healing. They realize that you're healing from this situation. Trials. Fulfillment. Power. Someone's jealous over your freedom, pretty much. They want to make up with you. They may want to talk to you. I don't know. Let's keep going. All right. Let's keep moving. So you got a karmic couple. You got someone from your past that's missing you. They want to talk to you. You may not be talking to this person. You may not have nothing to do with this person. You may have rejected them. You got trap, feeling, spiritual gift, karmic lesson. Yeah, I mean, heartbreak, karmic ties, turning your back. Yeah, you've got somebody from your past who chose another person over you and they're regretting their choices. This person may have tried to come back around, but they're still connected to this past karmic. You're not having anything to do with them. Okay. This may be someone where the emotions were very high at, you know, maybe both people had genuine feelings for each other, but this person did some pretty dark things and teamed up with somebody who doesn't like you, and then or feels like they're in competition with you, and then this person like wanted to pull you back into a karmic cycle that they got rejected. Now they're concerned that they're going to be held responsible for things that they did with this karmic feminine, and they might lose their job. Grass is greener. Player at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the grass is greener than dealing with that shit. Gambling, taking a chance. Twin flame. Bottom of the deck, safety, comfort. All right, what else? Whoa. So you got a non-committal player from the past that is thinking about you. Merit making. This person sees you out in the community. They know that you're doing good. Overload. They're super stressed. They feel obligated to this karmic feminine here. This is somebody that they consider their sweetheart. This is their sweetheart right here. Oh man, that's good. She looks like a sweetheart. Look at her. That's super sweet. No soul, nothing. Oh man, I better stop. All right, we got memory, right? Someone may have done some kind of magic to keep somebody, yeah, compromise and strategy. Someone did some kind of magic to keep somebody stuck with them. All right, this sweetheart is who did this. We got withdrawal and stubbornness. Okay, this is coming out to clarify twin flame. I don't know if this is your twin flame or not. I will never go uh, give this karmic situation any more credit than what it's due. Whatever. There's someone from your past who's connected to somebody who is soulless and they feel obligated to them. They could be married to this person. There could be some kind of dependency, like this could be a very codependent relationship here. Got idea, imagination, hesitation, stress, luck. Yeah, this person wants you to like be hesitant about moving forward in your life because don't they don't want to see you move on. They want to apologize to you. Something about intimacy and passion. There's those wine glasses again. Unsent messages, inner growth, regrets. They may want to tell you that they regret making the choice that they made. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Shocking, turmoil, trouble, unexpected. Releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. This person did not think you were going to walk away from them. Obsession. They're obsessed with you. Okay. Bottom of the deck, divine feminine. My goodness. The hanged man sideways. Someone tried to stop your forward movement. Five of Pentacles. They tried to stop your forward movement and it didn't work. You left their ass out in the cold and you moved forward. They're completely shocked by that. I don't know why. Ten of Wands, it's a heavy, heavy burden for them that you've let them go. Knight of Pentacles sideways, and then Ace of Wands. The Empress. Yeah, you're having a new beginning. This person, like, what is this Knight of Pentacles sideways? Two of Cups, Eight of Cups. I don't know. I don't know if they thought that they could just do whatever they wanted on their sweet time. I don't know what the fuck this person was even doing. Here's the Two of Cups. Anyways, it's a pretty card. But you got someone here that they're carrying heavy burdens because you have a passionate new beginning. They thought that they were going to, I don't know what their plan was. The Hierophant, Ten of Swords, Four of Cups, Two of Swords, Page of Cups. This person hesitated. They hesitated to come in and apologize to you and tell you how they really feel. Like in their head, they thought that, I don't know, they were going to be able to come back around whenever they wanted to. And it's not working out that way. Six of Wands, they're obsessed with your victory. They still want to apologize to you. Page of Cups, Temperance, Death, Justice, the High Priestess. What is that? I don't know. Someone could be getting a divorce. Someone was like, didn't like the fact that you travel and you do your own thing. Felt very insecure about that. I don't know what that has anything to do with them being in a third party. Super weird. All right. They thought that you were out here like playing the field or something. I don't know what their thought process was. All right, let's get some closing messages. So you got a karmic masculine from the past that wants to, or a masculine from your past in karmic energy, or who's tied to a karmic that wants to come back and apologize. And I'm pretty sure it's too late, but I don't know. Magic. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through the deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. Okay? You're being called to use your wisdom now. 4-4. Slow down. Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. You're being told to be wise and to communicate clearly and to be observant of your surroundings. Trust yourself more. Know that you are in the right place at the right time. Opportunities will present themselves to you when they are meant to, all in divine timing. Get excited about the future again instead of fearing it. Okay? Let's get a message from Archangel Michael. A favorable outcome. Thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. You created this situation and you have the power to change it. Thank you for letting me lean on your strength and for reminding me of my personal power. Please guide me to manifest and heal according to divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. And then bottom of the deck is it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. So anyways, it's up to you. This could be a situation where someone might be getting divorced, but you're still being called to move forward. This person could have the intentions to just try to slow you down. This person's definitely in regret. But I don't know. I mean, what is this person's intentions? What is this person's intentions? spiritual chaos, ego death, downward spiral, spiritual awakening, happily single, sex addiction at the bottom of the deck, doing you, dating, stress-free, setting goals, career focused, feelings, memories, side hustle, workplace affair. I don't trust it. I personally do not trust it. Twin flames, love child, closing this cycle, shocking news. Oof. Divine feminine, heartbreak, true colors, GPS, I miss you. Readings, this person's like, oh, I don't know. Give me another one. Give me a little bit more on what this person's intentions are. What are their intentions? Hex, witchcraft, negative mind. It sounds to me like they're wanting to stop you. Escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. Yeah, karma, consequences, cause and effect, debts. It's like they want to pull you back in to stop their own karma or to transfer their karma. Elusive, dishonesty, deception, trickery. I wouldn't trust it. I would not trust it. But that's my opinion. Y'all have to make your own choices, and this may not resonate with you. So, endless opportunities. I don't know if we've gotten this one or not. I'm so bad with that. I think it's because this deck, a lot of the cards look the same. Decisions. No, I've already gotten that one. We've already gotten that one. Oh, that's a lot. She of the Lotus. She of the Lotus. That one we have not gotten. So we're going to read that one. Card number 43. All right. Originally, the title for this oracle deck was going to be The Language of Light. It was not actualized in that incarnation as other layers of meaning needed to be honored. The fuller spectrum I was guided to bring through also included the shadow. In hindsight, choosing to deepen the message of balance that the Lumerians were bringing forth through this work meant I had to experience my shadow. My shadow encounters brought light into nooks I didn't know I had. If there was a way to fast track your growth, it is by being real with the shadowy or unloved parts of ourselves. There's a time when the concepts of shadow work and self love seemed relevant, but I was vague as to what they really meant. I knew the next part of my journey was exploring them, but how that would happen was quite mystifying. The shadow and self love are big topics to unpack, and unraveling them took me on quite an adventure. Unfortunately, I thought shadow work was about digging up as many issues as possible, that being present with them meant wallowing in them. Without tools for expanded awareness, I found myself drowning deeper in the upset of it all and creating more of it in the process. My journey for clarity took me to Cambodia, where I met and mastered the art of perspective and indirectly finding growth points in a way that spoke to my being rather than my mind. That sparked a three month journey into the farthest reaches of myself. I realized I had a lot of unlearning and self-acceptance to do. The years of trying to be the best that I could be created constructs in my self-identity. My striving wasn't as healthy as I had thought. By discarding traits that seemed ugly or hindering, I was also rejecting sides of myself that were quite wonderful. They were two sides of the coin, and equally they were part of my true nature. When we discard any part of ourselves, we are throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Often, our greatest strengths are our greatest weaknesses, and vice versa. When we reject or deny parts of ourselves, we end up feeling hollow, lost, and detached. When we take them out of the trash and work with them through compassion, gentleness, honesty, and non judgment, we can shine a light on these shadows and see them for what they are. Incredibly, my perceived weaknesses vanished as I peeled the layers further and further back to explore the past experiences that accompanied them. Accepting the shadows enough to bring them into the daylight was usually all it took for them to dissipate. Their power dissolved, and I could see them for what they were, or rather were not. Paradoxically, self love is a catalyst for transformation. Alchemizing painful triggers is an opportunity for awareness that helps us reclaim more of ourselves. As the dense spaces begin to evaporate, we can be filled with more light, more love, and we create an upward healing spiral. I have come to learn the shadow work and self love are practices to implement on a day to day basis. When we merge this awareness with moment to moment consciousness, densities don't even get a chance to form. We can then live and love even bigger. And this is true freedom, self empowerment, and where authentic love and light can radiate. A true light bringer shines light in all the corners so shadows can be acknowledged and released. Take a look at any unconscious patterns that may be running you. Are there elements of yourself you needed to take out of the trash, dust off, and reabsorb? Shadows can be painful or tender to the touch. Sensitivity in an area can be a trigger that shows us where we might want to spring clean some of our darker, forgotten, ignored, or hidden corners. Accepting our shadows is the first stage in restoring ourselves to wholeness in self love. Peel back the layers where there is shame, guilt, or fear and bring them into the daylight. Under a loving and compassionate light, they will resolve and reassimilate so you can re engage with your superpowers. All right, that was a lot. Take from it what you will. Have confidence. Maybe that has something to do with what you just heard there. So, anyways, I don't know. For some of you, it looks like an X is coming back around. I don't know because the first card out was Old Flame returns in the reverse. So maybe they're not going to come back around. Um, they might be getting exposed for their, I don't know, them trying to sabotage your new beginning. That could be what it is. And this was kind of just rehashing some of the idea of what they had in mind to come around and apologize. Anything else? Drastic, extreme, harsh, cut off. They're not happy that they're not attached to you in some way. They're trying to follow you. They're mad. They're very mad. Why is this person mad? They don't like that you go on vacation. What is that? I don't know what that is. Temptation, transgression. Sweet talk. That's exactly what it is. This person wants to sweet talk you, or they wanted to sweet talk you. Mistakes, bluff, finality. Yeah, it sounds like a fake apology to try to get themselves out of trouble, is what it sounds like. But I don't know. Something may have happened. Did something happen? Friends? This could be friends. Divine timing. Yeah, I don't know. You just left them out in the cold and became the Empress. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. I don't know. I think people are seeing the truth about this situation. Maybe about you and, yeah, seduction. This is someone who they've got some kind of Jezebel spirit attached to them. So anyways, that's all I got for you. Continue to stay in high vibes, continue talking positively to yourself, moving forward, have confidence. If you are being triggered, it sounds like the closing message was kind of giving you advice to delve a little deeper into that. Okay, acknowledge it, see what it is that is triggering you, accept it, and keep moving forward. So that's all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed this message. If you did, please press the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you during the next reading. Take care.